Good evening, I'm David Kramer at the National Weather Service with Alaska statewide weather. Starting off for the remainder of the day, we do have dominant high pressure sitting out over the eastern Aleutian Islands. It's extending out over much of the Bering Sea, causing fog underneath that high pressure for the Aleutian Islands and the Bering Sea. As the low moves over top of the ridging in the northern part of the Bering, that fog is going to mix with rain, and there's also going to be a mix of rain and fog for the Alaska Peninsula and out much of the west coast to the Norton Sound area. As we get to the Kotzebue Sound area, expecting that to be primarily showers. And as we move into the interior portions of the state, we will have afternoon and evening thunderstorms for southern portions of the interior, especially as we get further east of the Fairbanks area. And that's going to continue up into the southeastern portions of the Yukon Flats. Down in south central Alaska, expecting showers around the area, particularly in the mountains, and then some light showers out for the Panhandle as well. For tonight, continuing to see very light isolated showers in some of the areas of the Panhandle. That's going to be continued up the North Gulf coastline into the south central area, with some areas of showers up into the Alaska Range and southern portions of interior. It's going to extend down into southwest Alaska as well. We're going to continue to see high pressure out over the eastern Aleutian Islands that extends out over the Bering Sea with areas of fog underneath. Many of those areas out in the Bering mixing with rain, as well as down in the Alaska Peninsula. Up the west coast, continuing to see fog as well, and then there's some areas of fog along the Arctic coastline. As we move into Tuesday, especially as we get into the afternoon hours, that fog is going to clear up on the Arctic coastline. However, fog out over the Bering and Aleutians will remain as our high pressure is dominant in place out over the eastern Aleutians, extending out over the Bering Sea. In mainland Alaska, continuing to see showers for southwest Alaska up the west coast of the state and out over the interior as well, and some of those showers extending into south central. Some areas of thunderstorms in central portions of the interior, eastern portions of the interior, and then some areas of northern south central. However, there is a potential for some isolated thunderstorms in more southern places of the south central area. On Wednesday, going to see some showers down in the Panhandle area, extending up widespread showers out over the south central portions of the state. Thunderstorms throughout much of the central and eastern interior, extending up into the eastern and central Brooks Range as well. High pressure out over the Arctic coastline should keep all of the showers further south into the Brooks Range area. Then we are expecting rain down the west coast of the state all the way through the Bristol Bay area, with our high pressure continuing to dominate the Bering and Aleutians, giving fog to much of the Bering and Aleutian Islands, with a new system coming up from the south towards the western Aleutian Islands. For Alaska statewide weather, I'm David Kramer.